You should not start a project as a freelancer until you have a contract in place signed by you and the client. That's it. You should not work on a project for a minute prior to having a contract in place. A contract is a formal legal document that you and the company that's hiring you have outlined the scope of work, have outlined the timeline. You've agreed upon pricing in terms of what you'll be compensated for working on this project. There should be protections in there for both parties in case something goes wrong in your collaboration. And ultimately, it's a way for everybody, both sides, to align on what you're expecting from this partnership. It gives you, in the relationship with the client, something to always point back to. As outlined in the contract, we're at deliverable number 2. As stated, I will provide a draft of that to you by XYZ date for your revisions. So that's like a positive update on a project, but you're using the contract as like something to point back to keep everything in scope and to keep things moving and over communicate. But if a company doesn't pay you on time, you can say, hey, before I'm able to provide deliverable number 3 per our contract, the first payment was supposed to be remitted at this time and it hasn't. Please advise when that will be corrected, and then I will start work on the next phase of the project. It's a way to protect yourself within the project to keep everybody on the same page and both sides accountable. And then also, if there is, I hope there isn't some kind of issue where the company is not paying you or, pushing you to work out of scope and just being more demanding than what is outlined on the contract. You always have this as a legal protection. You have the contract that if need be, and I hope you don't get to this point, you could, use it in a legal context to get the money you deserve, to push back on the client. And I really hope that's not the case. But really, you won't have protection if you don't have all the details of the project written down in a legal format in this contract. So don't do anything as a freelancer with a company where there's compensation involved unless you have a contract. There's tons of templates out there. Partner up with another freelancer that's been in the business longer than you and see if they'll give you their template. Of course, cater it to your own. First and foremost, spend some time, spend some money talking to a lawyer about this.